welcome back. All right, so we're rounding out, finishing off the NHL and AHL portion of the collection today. And then all I have left is just the miscellaneous jerseys, so ones that aren't necessarily NHL affiliated, European, that kind of thing. And some that I may have missed that should have been in the collection videos that I've done so far and haven't been. So we're at the LA Kings. I'll start off with, now the LA Kings have had a lot of looks. They have. One minor league affiliate they had in Manchester. I love this jersey. I do. I know there's people who think this is an ugly jersey. They think it's an ugly logo. I thought it was creative. I thought it was different. Purple, kind of a weak spot for me when it comes to jerseys. I think there should be more purple, and that whether you want to call it foreign blue, you can. But yeah, I think the Kings could definitely use some more of the color in their look currently. This is Ontario Reign. Now, I've thought about getting other Ontario Reign jerseys as well. I really like that logo in black. I wouldn't mind seeing an LA Kings throwback where the logo is in black, because look at that. It really pops. Looks really nice. So, I believe that's it for the minor league jerseys. So, unlike some of the other teams, all of this is basically LA. There's no move to talk about. This is all basically just, yep, this is all LA. So we'll start off with these two here. So the LA Kings came into the league with their foreign blue, Lakers colors. And this is a Reebok throwback to that old yellow jersey look. I love this one. This is a Reebok Authentic as well. This one I got from Jersey Baron. It's actually made in Canada. So it's a quality jersey, very nice one. One of my few made in Canadas, but it's very nicely done, and it's basically the same look as this. So I do have the yellow version of this jersey as well in a CCM, but again, for the purposes of these videos, I figured I don't really need to do that. Then they changed their look in the 80s. They put the sleeves a little bit differently. They did things a little different, and this is a popular look, of course. This is what they threw back to with their reverse retro the second time around, and again, love the colors. The striping was nice. When I started watching the Kings, this is what they were wearing, and it's a nice look. Now, I don't think this sold very well. I think the reasoning behind changing their look in part was sales. So they needed a look that was going to sell, and they found it. They absolutely did. It is right here. I've got so many of these too. So here's the Team Classic. Here's the Adidas version. There are very minor differences. If you can pick them up, great. There are very minor differences between the two. So here's your Adidas version of that throwback. It's very nicely done. Excellent logo work and all that. And of course, sitting right here is the Wayne Gretzky, the black version. So they went over from Lakers colors to Raiders colors. And they were like, hey, this seems to work. And these sold like crazy. Everybody had to have LA Kings merch. The funny thing is, I was one of the few that I wasn't really sold on it. I didn't really have any, especially at the time the channel started out, I didn't have anything with these on it that I can remember. So, popular look by today's standards, yes, and popular look when it came out back in the day. But they're no strangers to changing their look. So they would change their look. There's one, there's the other, and they came out with these. Now, this is my favorite home and away set for the team. I may be on an island all by myself in that opinion, but these are my favorites of the Kings jerseys in terms of a home and away look. I think these are fantastic, both the white one and the black. And just for good measure, because I do so love that look, I also have the purple one. Now, as I mentioned when I did the top 101, not a huge fan of all of the gray on the neckline. I think you could cut that in half by a minimum, but in purple, it looks really quite nice. And so the LA Kings, I thought, had a winning look at that stage. But the Kings didn't keep it that way for that long. They're actually, the look they have now is probably the longest they've had any one look in their team's history. So they eventually would put the crown on the front. they got the coat of arms then moved over to the shoulders. So you can see the Coat of arms is on the shoulders, which is fine. These, again, really nice, really sharp, quality jerseys. And both CCMs, very nicely done. Keep in mind that this material here, you're going to want to Scotch guard that, because it'll just come right out. Just unravels. So keep that in mind with those jerseys. That can be a problem. Now, when they switched over, they also brought the purple look with the gray that's too wide. But yeah, so of course I have all of them, because look at this, I have to. And again, almost all of these I got used on eBay. Whether it's with the shield on the front, whether it's with the crown on the front, almost all of them I got off eBay and got secondhand. So somebody else had it in their collection. The white ones I don't think were worn, but again, they weren't brand new either. So I think whoever had them got it probably as a present. Maybe it didn't fit. Maybe they had extras. And so they just put it up for sale. So the LA Kings, not shy about changing their look. Also, during the era with Gretzky, had this number. This is the Burger King jersey. You see the Kings on the shoulder there, both sides. I will say they tried something different. I was so proud when I got this. I was so happy when I got this. Off of eBay, and it's a pretty nice jersey. I like this one a lot. Jersey Baron had this for a long time. They did. Eventually they sold out, but I think they found a bunch, or like somebody sold them a bunch. But yeah, that logo, the Burger King, haunting, isn't it? Anyways, so they tried that. That didn't work out very well for them, and eventually they would change their look. So that change in look, we're up to that era now, according to what I've got left here. And so this look has been, I think, the longest that they've kept with one design. But on the new prime green, the silver lines on it are actually far more glittery, far more shiny than they were on the original. So again, on the sleeves, yeah, you can see the difference on the sleeves there. This is a lot more sparkly than this, and I love the sparkly. So I need a white LA with the sparkly on it, but I'm not overly concerned. Because again, on camera, from a distance, it really doesn't make a difference. I mean, a little bit, but not a lot. So it's a nice look. I do think having it a more sparkly color here, or more sparkly material here, definitely makes it pop a little bit more. But it's also kind of boring to me. This is a look for LA that's kind of boring, but they won 2 Stanley Cups with it. So as soon as you win 2 Stanley Cups in 3 years, whatever look your team has, that's your team's look going forward. So this is the 50th anniversary jersey. This one is not. And the difference between the two is minor. You have one extra string on this one, and you have the gold around it on the 50th anniversary that's not around this. And of course, inside the neckline, it's a little more fun on this one. But yeah, this one, of course, being an Adidas, this one being a Reebok. But the gold was abandoned after that 50th anniversary, but they kept the gray jersey around. Now, gray, they've messed around with gray on previous occasions and since then as well. So a stadium game, you have this jersey here. This is an absolute nightmare. It's funny I left LA and San Jose for last, since both of them have stadium jerseys that are absolute nightmares logo-wise. This logo will not withstand a lot. This is a Jonathan Quick jersey. I believe this one I got from Jersey Baron as well. Pretty sure that I did. And yeah, so it's Quick, but it's not like I can replace that, so that's the only one I have in that design. And then there's the stadium jersey. I got this one from Jersey Baron as well. Of course, the shiny logo again. And you see Stadium Series up here. You see the green line in here, which means Reebok Authentic. It is a Drew Doughty, and it is in my size. This is a 46. At the time that I bought this from Jersey Baron, looking online, this would appear to be the only jersey in my size for this that existed, that was for sale. That was it. So I was like, either I buy it or I never have it, and I chose buy it. So glad that I did. Glad that I have it. Stadium jersey that was kind of a miss, this one here. So this is definitely one that I think if they looked back, they'd say that was not necessarily the greatest of our jerseys. It's got a lot of white space, a lot of black space, and just the LA seemingly descending. At least it looks like it's descending. Is it ascending? It doesn't. I don't know. But it's just kind of meh. This was meh, and this was against the Colorado one with the big A on the front and the mountains and weirdness. And then you get into the new third jersey. I love this jersey. Not only that, I love the shininess of that fabric. Look at that. That's awesome. The shininess of the silver is abundant as well and very obvious, to the point where when we go and see the Canucks against the Kings this year, I'm half tempted to wear this. I think that's a fantastic jersey. The thing is, I can't cheer for LA against Vancouver no matter where they are in the standings because I just can't. Not in Vancouver. In LA, maybe, but in Vancouver, no. And even in LA, I'd feel dirty after. Just cheer. I can't do it. Can't do it. There's too much history there. So this is a fantastic jersey, though. I like this one quite a bit. This is one I keep trying to talk my wife into picking up because I think she'd really like it if she had one of her own. But she's already got Kings jerseys. She's different than me. She's kind of like, I already have a Kings jersey. A Kings jersey? A Kings jersey? So then for the reverse retro, they have acknowledged the love of purple. This one is damn near perfect, and then this one is too. And it's tough to pick one that's nicer than the other. This just shows that the yellow one that I showed you from the 80s, if they'd had the white one, who knows? Maybe we don't need to go to Raider colors, right? Maybe you stay with Laker colors. You wouldn't need to go to the Sacramento colors later either. So there you go. And I mean Sacramento Kings, right? So there's your final two Kings on this one. And reverse retro 89, reverse retro 82. 82, of course, Miracle on Manchester. 89, you're into the Gretzky era. So really sharp jerseys. Well done. If I did do a power rankings, and I'm considering doing a power rankings for team jerseys, I would not be surprised to see LA at number 1. And the way I would do the power rankings would be to grade all of these jerseys and then come out with an average. And I think on average, LA's got the nicest jerseys in the league. That being said, I haven't done the math lately. Maybe that's changed. But the last time I did a power ranking for jerseys, pretty sure LA was at number 1. At any rate, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.